Hello and welcome to the second episode of RCT2 Germany Weekly for the last week of January. I'm version 1, your host. And before we actually look at the parks we will cover today, I want to say a few things. Some of you may have noticed that my videos aren't from a standpoint of a professional, because I'm just not a good RCT2 player. But I mean, the main reason why I do these videos is not to give you some inside view of how to do things or something, but I noticed that I'm not really checking out every park that is released on NA, or I haven't been at last at the last few years. So and I wasn't satisfied with that, because there are not that many parks coming out every week. So I thought, well, yeah, maybe just do a quick video, like 40 minutes maybe, so that someone who has the same problem as I am, that he's a little bit too lazy to actually download them and look at them himself, that those people can just watch this video and see what was going on in the past week. Of course, this week there was only one park releasing, and this is this one, Windrush by Otstarva. I hope that's right. So I want to have a minimum of 2 parks. So the other one will be the caverns of Cotter's Beach from Besucht, Gill, whatever. We had him last week with Bigfoot, and now we will look at his bronze-winning accolade from the 12th of January. So whenever there will, I want to try to have at least 2 parks, just to have a substantial video. I mean, you don't really have to watch both parts, I guess. Like if you don't want to watch the second park or something, you can just, close the video or whatever. And this week the quality of the video should be way better, because this time I actually got the settings right. My new microphone sadly didn't arrive yesterday, as it should have. Yeah, but I think this will do. So let's just jump into the first park. We can see, this is, oh man, this is Windrush. Oh man, my memory is really bad. This is Windrush. I mean, the main point of the park is really, if you look at the overview, is this big coaster. Man, I'm really not perfectly prepared this week again. I think it should be Intermin or something. It is based on the same type as roller coaster as obviously as Dodonpa at Fujiku. And yeah, let's just take a look at how it rides. I really like the coaster. I mean, it's pretty well pulled off, and it is really wide going, and I mean, it's fun. It's a really interesting idea. I think I never saw it. Saw it pull off this way, like going through the whole park and doing this wide launch coaster. Well, I mean, I'm probably wrong again, but that's just my point of view. The coaster itself, I think the fake launch is a little bit short. I would have built it a little bit longer. Maybe he had problems with the map or something. But yeah, I would have built it a little bit longer. But I mean, I like the support structures. He clearly put a lot of effort in the coaster. And yeah, I mean, it's a fun ride with a cool station. I like the maintenance area here, with an actual train sitting in there and a path to it. And yeah, so the station, I mean, he uses a lot of track rejection, as you might have noticed here and here and here and here and here. But I think it works here. The area isn't too big, and there aren't too many buildings, so track rejection looks really good in here. And yeah, the station is, well, nothing special, but I don't think you need something special with a coaster that basically goes into the woods and back. So here's a little bit. I imagined this would be a photo booth or something. He hacked a first aid room in there. Yeah, but it's realistic. Like, you have usually some kind of structure that you have to go through before you can exit the coaster. And I mean, yeah, this area here is, I mean, it's pretty neat, I think. With this restaurant, which is really nice. I mean, the view of from these seats should be really great. Like this whole lake and these airtime hills, you can see those. So yeah. And I think I mean it looks pretty good. I'm not sure about this part of the building, but I think that is just because I'm not the biggest fan of these fences or walls, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like them too much. But this part is really good. You have a big glass front, and you have a great look outside. And when it's sunny, you can see the sun, and pretty peaceful. Well, not peaceful because there are a lot of guys or a lot of people running around here, but still, you have a nice view from there. I would definitely go eat there if I was in the park. So yeah, let's move on to this ride. That's actually going up and down. I don't know how you did it, and I don't know if it was done before, to be honest. I personally just remember those that were riding at the top. Yeah, it kind of works, but it kind of, yeah, you can just do so much to hack it or to make it right. The problem is that basically whenever the ride is done, it will just stop and release the people. So even if it's up there, but I think, yeah, you can't really control it. Well, in this case, it worked out pretty fine. Like it's all at the ground, and now they can go in through the queue. Yeah, I like this area a lot. I mean, it's basically standard structure of such a ride at the bottom, but I think it works quite well, and the queue is pretty cool with those bobsled tracks. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty standard structure for this ride. I mean, you have, yeah, a small chill out area for guys like me who don't want to ride this ride. And yeah, you have, on the other side, you have the go-karts, which I think are pretty cool. I mean, for NCSO, what am I talking? Well, it is NCSO. This confuses me a bit here. That's really interesting how he did that. This yellow line. What? Oh, a glass wall into the, yeah. I'm just a little bit surprised that it doesn't glitch or something. And so yeah, the card. Yeah, I really like it. The interaction with the coaster is great, as with this ride. And yeah, like I couldn't go drive those go-karts because I would just stand there and watch the coaster go over this airtime hill. But yeah, I think the other guys don't have this problem. Yeah, I really like the station. Well, with, yeah, I don't know, station is maybe the best word for it. The roof above the finish and start line. It's really realistic, and it looks really good. He did a lot of good things with track architecture, like not only the roof itself, but these support structures are with track architecture as well. I think he really worked hard on that. And yeah, well, I think it paid off. Like this is really looking good. This is maybe my favorite part of the park, because it's really clean. It really looks good. It doesn't glitch too hard. I mean, it looks a little bit strange here, but yeah, that's just RCT2. You can't really do anything against it. And yeah, finally you have at the entrance of the whole area this little building that you can't really see. I'm not the biggest fan of this. The problem about this building is a little bit that these walls are taking a direct cut and then go back in there. And this is going into a curve, so there is a free area. I don't know how it would look in real life, but I don't think that's perfect in any regard. But again, track architecture to hold this thing up. Maybe there should be a sign or something that the people can read to find out what is on the menu for the information kiosk. Oh man. I should pay more attention to the booths that are actually in the building. Oh yes, 2 of those. That's interesting. Yeah, so the forest, I mean the foliage here, I mean the foliage around the important parts is pretty okay, I think. Maybe a little bit, yeah, maybe the trees start a little bit too late. I mean, there could have been an easier tree newer to the tracks, or maybe it's just some tree like this one, a small one or something. But that could be only my personal taste. And yeah, I mean, he clearly, yeah, the forest is pretty much just tree and tree and tree and tree, with quite a lot of landscaping. I don't know if he did it himself or with the mountain tool, but regardless, it makes it all look better, I think. Yeah, and I think I said pretty much all about this park. I mean, as I said, pretty small park, you can't say too much about it, and yeah, I mean, as I said, can't say too much about it. So let's just go into the second park. It won't be that long. I don't think this episode will be that long. So the second park is the Caverns of Carter's Beach, as I said, from big shooter Jill. And it won the bronze accolade with 56.88%. And I think I honestly really love this park. Like, this park is one of those parks that want me to go back to really try CSO again, even though I'm pretty much frustrated because I don't know what to build exactly. But well, he certainly did. He did know what to build. Like, the idea behind the park is that it's on an island and it has a lot of cliffs and a lot of caves, and yeah, I mean, it's the caverns of Carter's Beach, so a lot of caverns. And I mean, even the entrance, you have those rocks, and they pretty much work hand in hand with the entrance buildings. And yeah, I really like how he did the entrance and how he did, it's just little things like this building built in the rocks, or yeah, he did a lot with landscaping in this park. I think landscaping is the strongest part of the park, and the buildings are, yeah, I like the buildings. I don't think they are too spectacular or too incredible, but then again, I don't think they need to be. I mean, this is a little park that focuses a lot about the nature around it. There's no reason for them to go over the limit or over the edge with buildings, And yeah, I mean, I think he really nailed the important buildings, like the station of the coaster, or this beautiful looking restaurant. I think that is basically my favorite part of the park. Sitting there and looking down at or looking to this island, or looking on the rafting area, which is my second favorite. Like, this whole thing here, it's just spectacular. I think he really did a great job here. And I always think it's a little bit hard to build actually rafting when it is really just on the open sea and make it look okay. But I think he made it look okay. He has a lot of those rock formations as doorways. I don't know if he forgot to connect this, or if it should be like that, but I guess he forgot. Like, he could tell me in the comments on New Elements. And yeah, I mean, he did a lot of good work. Like, I like how the rafting is just snaking its way through the rock formations and then go up and then go down. again, really great thing stuff. And here the hopper choppers, really a well implemented and well thought out idea that you would basically go on this ride to explore the other island. I don't know what would be in this cave. Like there could be natural things, there could be just theming or something. They could have exaggerated it, like. But I think this ride is a really good idea. Like I really like it. Okay, so the park layout itself is pretty easy. I mean, it's a small park. Some people might have sent it in it as design, even like with the standards of design getting bigger and bigger in the last few years. And yeah, but I like the layout of the park is pretty simple. I mean, it's just really long and nothing is far away from anything basically. But I really like that in the park, and I mean it has a comfortable feeling to it, a little bit homely. I mean it's a small park. You have a beach to relax. I don't know what, but I guess you can go boating here around the area, and you can explore. And he always did really fun things with caves, like this twister or this egg beater being beyond some rocks and with support structure around it, or the corkscrews going through rocks. I think, and I mean basically this area here is really cool. Like it looks great, and I think it took him a lot of time to make it right. And yeah, I mean, this area here it's just great, and it's so well implemented. Like these rocks are going up, and here the coaster has to kind of go up the hill to wait them, and then you have the small tunnel here before you come out, and here again, always those. I think you might even have a splash here. I don't know if it's intended as such or not. Yeah, but let's talk about the coaster. I mean, I think my favorite part of the coaster is how the final brake run interacts with the queue. Really beautiful. Like really, I'm not the biggest fan of how the queue itself. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he just meant it that these doors here should be the entrances to the coaster, but of course RCT2 has only one entrance. So if that's what he intended, it's really great. If it's not, then I don't know why this is looking so much as a big entrance. But I guess that would be the idea behind it. With this being, I mean, it should be fairly warm and sunny at this area, and I mean it has a roof, so I guess people would queue up there and then go inside afterwards. And the building is looking really good from here, from this point of view. Oh, interesting way how to. Is this the queue and entrance? That's interesting. Oh, they're coming out there. I should have guessed. Man, yeah, the exit. No, actually, yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't really know why this is like this. Like, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe just to be able to view out and in of the into the station. Obviously, they are going out there and then into this building, and the building looks really good from the front. I guess I'm not the biggest fan of this building, to be honest. Like maybe you guys will say, well, no, you can't say that. It's a beautiful building, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Just seems a little bit blocky, but this is really cool. And it gives you this feeling of a warm sunny place where you have your little mansion. Yeah, the coaster itself, I think it's a little bit too fast for my taste. Like this barrel roll would possibly kill you or something. Like with 75 kilometers per hour. That's really fast. And you know, I always take that into account when I look at a coaster, because like honestly, but yeah, you should build a little bit realistic. I always think, even in the coasters, but yeah, but going too fast or too slow, I don't mind it too much. I mean, he has a few special elements in there, like this corkscrew, yeah, twisty thingy, and this reverse sidewinder. I don't know if that's the right name. Yeah, the coaster itself is pretty fun, I think. I mean, it interacts really good with the queue, with the landscape, with this beautiful thing, and you know, with the Ferris wheel, Psycho Circle. Yeah, it interacts with a lot. Like it interacts with the queue, with the path here, with this path here a little bit. It interacts with I mean, basically everything, if you're honest, because the park isn't that big. But the best interaction is quite possibly with this space shot gravity cavity. Oh, man, I couldn't say that name a lot of times. Yeah, it's, you know, the landscaping just adds so much to the park in my eyes. Like this little hill here, and the shot ride is basically shut out of it, and you know, these little thing, you know, these gardens, I guess, where you can go in and just have a good time. Yeah, you can actually, there are glass paints, and I have no idea for what, because you can't really see them from any point. I guess the idea behind it is that you can actually see the coaster, and then he went back and added these rocks. So this was kind of yeah. But again, if I pass 4, I know that there are, I think, glass paints, or is it just ice? I don't know what the idea. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't done this. Yeah, like I said, I think that's glass, and I think it's pretty cool, the idea that you go underground and then watch the coaster going by. I would do that, definitely. And I think the foliage itself, I like it. As I said, I'm just an amateur, so to say, but I think it looks good, and it's what counts. And yeah, you know, it is a deserved boss. I think it's a little bit too small to go higher. For my taste, at least, because you know, you really have just one area, and you know, yeah, but I like it, and it's really creative. I think, like, he chose a great theme, and he just stuck with it until the end, and it really paid off. Like, every part has or every important part has something to do with rocks, or with the island theme. Like, there's no ride that is just there. You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean, like, even the Ferris wheel has great interaction with the sea and the coast, and this little island jumper. I mean, you have a great view on the loop, and you can basically look through the loop onto the sea again, and those things, and you know, everything just fits, and it fits the theme, and it fits the idea behind the park, and I think that's really great. Like, sometimes there are parks that, you know, like, this ride is just there because you need another ride or something, but in this case, every ride seems to fit where it is, and seems to be, yeah, you know. But at the same time, it doesn't look like the park is based around rides and the landscaping is done to accompany them. Yeah, I really like yeah, I say that a lot today in this park. But as I said, I like the idea, I like the execution. This ice cream building is pretty cool. You know, I mean, what I like about CSO is that you always find these little things, like these ice cream things, or, you know, stuff like that. Oh man. This is actually still there. Interesting. Just from one angle, I guess. You can see it from two. Yeah. The small white tiles in there. There should be one. I can't see it. Here. I think you placed another one on top of it, or same goes with here. Just a little bit strange. Interesting to see, yeah. But yeah, I think that was it for that is it for this episode. Oh my god, my English is still a little bit shaky, but I guess you understand everything I would try to say. Yeah, we Germans usually have higher, what's the word? We are most of the time a little bit harsher about criticizing people that speak different languages. I don't know why. Because yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, that's it. Tune in next week. I hope there will be some parks releasing. Maybe not. Like, my idea is when there are actually no parks whatsoever, I will look at recent old parks that I haven't reviewed, like this one, or go back 1 year and look, you know, what was released a year before, because that's always interesting. In this case, I wanted to do that, but last year there was actually no release in this week, and 2 years ago there were a lot of releases, but the only one that, yeah, I don't want to say what's interesting, but the only one I wanted, like the best one of those was Goliath from Luis, and I don't think it would have been the most interesting park to review in this format. So I basically decided to go with this one, you know, a little bit more recent, a little bit more interesting in terms of creativity. Yeah, so that's it for today, folks. Goodbye.